Okay, good morning, class. My name is Dara Robinson. I'm from Department of Electrical. I will be taking you through the process of developing your e-portfolio so that you can use this e-portfolio to capture your details as required by the CBET principles. Most of you we've interacted, especially the 25J. I'm taking you through electronic fabrication, but the other classes, maybe we've met once during the first session whereby we were going through the basics of e-portfolio and what we are expected to do. Then another day was when we met at the G2M lab, though we had an issue. We had an issue with the internet. Those computers, most of them were affected, so we were not able to do that session. That prompted us to organize for a tutorial which is going to guide you on how to design and develop your e-portfolio. So most of you were asked this most of you asked this question that we should consider, those who were not there during the first session, whereby we were looking at the e-portfolio, the basics of e-portfolio. So they want us to repeat the same thing so that we'll be able to be on the same page. So what we are going to discuss today, of course, I will take you through the table of contents here. You are seeing we are going to go through the introduction. We'll see factors to consider when designing an e-portfolio, and then we look at the sample of, we look at an angle whereby we are supposed to design this e-portfolio from the learner perspective. Remember, as a trainer also we are supposed to have our e-portfolio, but I will not talk about the trainer perspective, but we'll discuss about the learner perspective. So, what is an e-portfolio? So, remember this, that you are supposed to capture the evidence that learning took place. This evidence can be in form of assessment or practical, checklist, or assignment, or the cut 1, cut 2, or end of term. So this one shows that really learning took place and you were taken through the training. So this is the responsibility of the learner to capture the details, that is to capture the evidence, to showcase how learning took place. And you used to do that using a traditional file, whereby you were supposed to have your own file, and then you insert the evidence by filing to your own file, and that was also your responsibility. But now there was an issue with that because most of the trainees misplaced their files, or got lost, or they were stolen from them, or maybe they were exposed to environmental elements like rain, moisture, and this actually destroyed the evidence which showed that you learned. Another issue was storage of the files. Remember, you students are many, so for the institution to provide storage for all these files and the responsibility of taking care of them, you see, this was a huge undertaking. And within the just 2 assessment, our PoE room is almost full. Another issue was that in the same PoE room, rats were actually attacking the files. They were destroying the files, and this was a very big risk. And as electrical department, our HOD saw it fit that we should go the e-portfolio, whereby instead of you using the traditional file, you are supposed to have an electronic, that is electronic file, and that's the reason why we have this session. So in this session, I will take you through what you are supposed to understand with the electronic files, and we normally call it e-portfolio. So we are going to build it, it's going to be an online file whereby you are going to build and update them accordingly. It's very simple, don't worry about the complexity of it. I will take you through it and I will guide you accordingly. So as an introduction, e-portfolios are both demonstration of the user's abilities and platforms for self-expression. If they are online, users can maintain them dynamically over time. One can regard an e-portfolio as a type of learning record that provides actual evidence of achievement. This is a definition by the Wikipedia. If you go to Wikipedia, you will get more information. Now, to bring you up to a pace of what we are supposed to know when it comes to e-portfolio, I think it should be nice for us to review what we were supposed to do when it comes to traditional file. So back then you were supposed to have the file like this one. So you write your name, your details of course, and then the course or the name of the unit if you use this file for one unit. But if you are using the file for more than one unit, then you just write the course or the term as the subject. So what were required for traditional file? So you were supposed to have the administrative details as the first thing when we open the file. These administrative details include your documents from the previous course, the admission letter, the passport, the school ID, plus other details which they are going to show who are you. Actually, it's like your profile. And then from there, because we expect this file to have more information, it's good that you do the formatting using the table of contents so that you arrange your file accordingly. And then from there, you are supposed to plan to file the evidence of what you learned during that term. You start with basic units, and then you go to common units, and then to core units. So if you have a basic unit like communication skills, for that term you have to file the evidence. For common units like electrical and electronic principles, and the core units like electrical installation. This data I got them from the quality assurance officer. One of the quality assurance officer shared with me these details. You can always get more information from Mr. Kuloba or Mr. Joroge on what you are supposed to provide when it comes to administrative details and how you are supposed to plan your file accordingly. But I will share with you what they shared with me. Now, when we are talking about the administrative details, these are your passport, yeah, and the passport should have the name, your name, and the admission number. That's the way you have indicated here. Yeah, these are a good sample. And then, apart from that, you must have the admission letter from the school. This is the document which you were given after you were enrolled in a course at Nyandarua National Polytechnic. And then previous certificates, this can include your secondary certificates, your primary certificates. If you are doing level 3, then primary certificate is enough. But if you are doing level 4, level 5, then the two documents is very important for the certificate primary and certificate secondary. And then apart from that, you are supposed also to provide your school ID. So those are the details which you file them as administrative details. You can get more information from the quality assurance office. Now, I said that when we are filing the evidence, we start with the basic units, if any. From basic units, we go to common units, and then we go to core units. For basic units, what we need you to file is the course outline. You should get the course outline of the unit and at least 3 cards marked. These cards you should file them as they from the old to the latest. And then any assignments which you are given, they should be also marked. So I've given you the illustration of those things which are we need. Of course, this doesn't limit you. If you have any video for presentation, maybe you did an assignment, or you have photos. Yeah, maybe you are performing a certain play role. You can also attach them. So this doesn't limit you to just cards and assignment, but these are the minimum. And then another thing, after filing, so the next section is going to be for the common units. Let's say you file all the basic units, then you follow with the common units. Then you do the same thing, you provide course outline for that unit, at least 3 cards, they have to be marked. Then 3 has at least, if you have assignments also, you can include there. If you have photos, videos for demonstration, maybe you did, maybe you let's say you in a unit like electrical and electronic principles, maybe you did some practical of measuring the resistance. You can attach the video and the photos if you have. This does not limit you. And then we go to core unit, which is the interested area, whereby we should be strict when it comes to this, because this is the core unit. This is the skills which you are supposed to get at the end of the training, and you are supposed to do at least 1 core unit per any training period. Like for example, for a term or for a module, you need to have at least 1 core unit. And for the core unit, you also have to provide the course outline, at least 3 cards marked, at least 3 practicals peer marked. Practicals, we are talking about the checklist here. Then any assignments, and for the practicals, which are the checklist which you provided for the practicals, you must accompany them with the photographs, and these photographs, they have to be marked and labeled by you accordingly. So you have to give the trainer, for your trainer to mark them. These are the things which we were supposed to do in the traditional filing. But now we are going to adopt the same when we are going to design and build the e-portfolio version of it. You can always reach out to Mr. Kuloba. He's our quality assurance officer. We have Mr. Njoroge. He's our examination officer also at the department. We can always seek help from them. We have also Madam Sarah. We have Julius, our deputy HOD, and our HOD, Mr. Maingi. Always reach out to them so that they will assist you with the documents which you are supposed to file. I heard most of you are complaining that you are not given the letter of offer when you are joining the course. Please follow up on them. You can go to the registrar office for the same. I think now that's what we were supposed to do when it comes to traditional filing, but we have to do the same, almost the same. We have to replicate almost the same when it comes to our e-portfolio. Now there are some factors which we are supposed to consider when designing an e-portfolio. The audience, identify who will be viewing the portfolio, e.g. potential employers, educators, or peers. Remember, your e-portfolio is going to be viewed by your trainers. So this is under educators. You can also share with your peers. In future, you can also share with the potential employer. So take this thing serious and build a professional site. Don't build a site which is not going to be presentable, which is not going to be professional. You remember, you are selling what you did during the school, or you are sharing the evidence that actually learning took place, and you were taken through this and this and this and this accordingly. So the purpose of the e-portfolio, that's another factor. Define the primary purpose of the e-portfolio, whether it's for showcasing academic projects, professional skills, personal growth, or combination of this. Remember, if you take this as a long-term thing, you are going to start with academic projects, and then later on you'll add your professional skills, and then later on in life, as you progress with your career, you will include your personal growth, and this is going to be a combination of what you've achieved over a period of years. Another factor, number 3, is the content. Remember, the content here, we are going to include only relevant projects, achievements, and experiences that align with the portfolio purpose. Don't add anything. Don't add pictures for you, maybe when you are not inside the school, maybe when for your social life. Don't include those pictures or evidence. And then showcase variety of work. That is, you can upload written reports. I've said about that. That is assessment reports, pictures, and even documentation of the project if you have any. And then also include reflective sections that explain the learning process, challenges overcome, and how projects or skills evolve over time. So those are the factors to consider when you are creating your content. And then how are you supposed to organize? What factors are you supposed to consider when you organize your e-portfolio? That is, organization is another factor. So navigation, remember, your e-portfolio should be easily navigated around. Ensure that the portfolio is easy to navigate with clear headings, sections, and logical flow. Then categories, organize content into distinct categories such as project, skills, education, certifications, etc. And that's why we will say we are going to categorize based on basic unit, common unit, or core unit. And then also another factor which is very important, design and layout. Your e-portfolio should be visual appealing. Use a clean professional design with consistent colors, fonts. I'm going to show you how we are going to use our theme colors for Nyandarua National Polytechnic. And then we are going to have some consistency for professional. So simplicity is the way to go here. Yeah. So when we are under design and layout, you should consider also your portfolio to be mobile friendly, especially when we want to view your e-portfolio. Maybe when we are viewing using the mobile, it should be appealing. And then usability, focus on simplicity and ease of use, avoid clutter, and ensure the design enhances rather than distract from the content. So consider also technical features, the interactivity. Consider adding interactive elements like embedded videos, clickable projects links, or blog section. We will be seeing what we are supposed to do when it comes to these interactivity features of our e-portfolio. So when it comes also to interactivity, multimedia integration, include images, video, audio files, or other media formats to enhance the e-portfolio. Consider the file size, optimize media files to ensure fast load times without sacrificing quality. Don't upload pictures which are of extremely high quality, which is going to occupy more space or even take time to load. I always consider cropping the picture so that you always focus yourself to the center of what you are doing. So if it includes unnecessary background, you can always crop so that we focus with what you are doing. So now, this is going to be our learner perspective of e-portfolio. The best approach, according to me, this is not going to be, you don't say this as standard. This is according to how we are supposed to build this. The best approach, I mean. So we are going to have a landing, the first page, which is going to be the landing page. This is going to be like our home page. And then we have next page is going to be about administrative details, a page. Then learner assignment, individual page. So a learner assignment here, we are going to come up with the pages which are going to be under that is basic units, common units, and core units. I will show you how to add sub pages. And then next we are going to have a media page. Media page is going to capture all the pictures, random pictures, maybe videos, anything maybe you are doing during when we were around the school. This can include extra co-curricular activities like games and any other things which you see is very important to include in your e-portfolio. And then last is going to be the contact page. This is the page whereby if we go there, we are going to get your details, especially the contacts of your, that is your contacts. You can also include the contacts of your parents or any emergency contacts. Remember, this is easy portfolio is going always to be viewed by the people who you decide to share with. So always share with people you trust with your details. But for us in school, we can always handle your data professionally and for the purposes of training. This marks the end of part 1, whereby we are supposed to understand why do we have to build a portfolio, and have taken you through the traditional files which we were using them to capture our evidence, and now why should we transit to a portfolio. Remember, this is your responsibility as a learner, so you're not going to depend on anyone. If you're not going to capture the details the details of your evidence and how learning took place, then you are going to blame yourself, because before you sit for any summative exam, which is going to be the climax of your training per that term or per that module, remember, we are going to audit the evidence which are there. And you are supposed to provide enough evidence to show that actually you were taken through the training, and you acquired the skills and knowledge. And how do you show that? You have to provide the cards which you were given. You have to provide the assignments. You have to provide a practical checklist. You have to provide photos of what you are doing when you are performing that is the core unit, or when you are carrying out the practical. So those are the evidence which are going to allow you to sit for summative exam for that unit. And if you are not going to provide enough evidence, then you will not sit for that summative exam, and this will force you to repeat the course again for that term or for that module. So let us be serious with this. Let us take it seriously. So the second part, which I'm going to share with you, I will show you how to design and to build your e-portfolio using the approach which we'll discuss here. That is the landing page, the administrative details page, the learner assignment pages, and then media page, then lastly contact page. If you have any question concerning this part 1, you can always reach me through my contacts. You have them. You can get them from your class reps. You can also reach Mr. Njoroge, who is my co-facilitator in this session. When it comes to any other help, maybe you need to access your documents or any other information, you can reach always the office of HOD Electrical or the office of the registrar. Thank you so much for your time. Just wait. Keep on tegea. Part 2 is coming right away. Thank you so much.